Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. Sunday night here. It is May the 1st. And we are looking at another bullish week, I guess, at least until we get to that 138.86 fake print. I do believe we're going to hit that. I don't know when. I'd love to see it hit Monday. I just don't know. This here rising wedge is just totally out of control. It's hit to the extreme. It has broke down a little bit, so I kind of think that we're going to sell off some Monday morning is my thought, that just to get out of this rising wedge and reset these charts. Doesn't have to sell off very much, but you know, this area here is a little bit support. If it's very light, maybe it only drops to 1355. If it's a little bit heavier, then maybe it drops down here to this area here between 1350 and 1345. I don't know. This market is so manipulated right now and so controlled. One thing I have noticed, though, that is that the market manipulators will tend to run the market up an entire week. In this case, 2 weeks. Notice it was on a Monday. Here they gapped it down, ran it down, then they ran it up for 2 straight weeks, just wiping out every single bear. Now we're starting the new week. There is weekly options expirations that have sprung out that I don't think they've always been there. I think it's only been, I've just personally noticed the weekly options expirations showing up in the last few months. So I don't think they were even there last year. Certainly there's regular monthly on the third Friday of the month, as well as quarterlies and things like that. And there has been some weeklies, but it seems like they have opened up some new weeklies where every single week there's an options expiration. But your big options expiration, of course, is the monthly. So that's the third Friday of the week. Well, this was obviously the fourth Friday of the week. If we look here at go back here to look at April, you'll see the third Friday was the 15th, and then there's the fourth Friday, fifth Friday. Okay, so it's the fifth Friday. So the main options expired on the 15th, but there was options expiring every single Friday now. So they're called weeklies. But so, you know, I don't think that they are as much as a market mover as that monthly is, but certainly they do tend to still pin the price somewhere. So that kind of leads me to believe that on a Monday they'll have a little move down to reset the charts. And they pretty much did it right here. If you look right here, this right here was a Monday of last week, and they popped it down just a little teeny bit. This was when I was calling for a move down to here or a move down to here. If you go back and look at my older videos, you'll see I said I thought we might go down to the 1320 level on Monday of last week and hit that gap window, but I didn't think we'd quite make it down to gap support. And I said the other scenario, that if the market's going to be really bullish, it will only go down here and fill this gap. Well, it got close, but it didn't even feel it. It just went down and went about halfway in the middle of that gap, did not feel it, then turned and went back up. So it did sell off a little bit Monday. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the same kind of thing, maybe Monday dip down, maybe to this area here, not very big of a sell-off, then turn and run back up the rest of the day and be a bullish day, you know. So that's to be expected. I really don't think we're getting anything big until we hit that fake print, which is about 1388, and we're at 1364 right now. So that's what I'm looking for. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have May the 6th of this is Friday, and May the 6th of last year was the flash crash. So it was May the 6th, was it? Was it May the 6th or was it May the 5th? Let's see here. Which day was it? I can't tell really right there. I think it was May the 5th or the 6th. Anyway, so we got the anniversary coming up here. I think it's this Friday. Well, the other thing is the Simpsons clock, which you've seen many times. It showed one of the hands pointing on the Sorry, my cat is distracting me here, going nuts, running around here. I don't know what she's chasing. Anyway, the Simpsons clock is pointing at 5 minutes till 6. 11, it shows it's at the 11 and at the 6. You've seen it 100 times. You can Google it to see it. You know pretty much what it says. One hand is on the 11, one hand is on the 6. People thought that was the 11th month, 6th date, so November the 6th. Well, what if it's 5 minutes till 6, meaning the 5th month, 5 minutes, and 6, meaning May the 6th? Well, that's coming up, May the 6th. What if one of those reactors fails over in Japan because of the gangsters pointing HARP on it again and causes an explosion over there, a nuclear reactor to go off on May the 6th? I certainly hope I'm wrong on that. I don't think that the odds are very strong for an identical pattern 1 year later on the anniversary of the flash crash. I just don't think that that's possible. But you never, ever know. You can't put anything by these gangsters. We also have to look at the fact that again, the Legatus pilgrimage is over this weekend. Again, as you can clearly see, April the 30th through May the 2nd. This has not always produced a turn in the market, but it has done so many times in the past, but not always, not every time. It's just these gangsters, they get together, according to Reinhardt in Enterprise Corruption, and he predicted this back in 2008 and was dead accurate, that they got together, and once they got together, they funnel all their checks where they've cashed out of the market at the top. They've stolen money from the retail trader. They funnel it through the Vatican and the secret bank accounts there, and they basically don't pay no taxes, don't declare the money, just rob it from the public, and then they crash the market, debase the market. And that's exactly what they did. 2008, he was dead accurate on this call. I don't know what he's calling for now. I haven't seen anything on his blog yet, but I suspect that he's on top of this as well and knows all about this. So I think we're going to have a turn down now, and then an even bigger sell later in October because of the element, planetary body, or whatever it is, dwarf star, whatever you want to call it, planet X. Because this particular month, we went over this before in my other videos, talking about this, how it's passing through. And late this year, it's going to be between the sun and the earth. So it could do the polar earth shift that we're talking about. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that there are good aliens out there that are the angels in the Bible that I've talked about many times. I believe the aliens were the angels and are the angels. I believe they will stop this from happening, and we will not lose 70-80% of the world's population to a polar earth shift. I don't think it's going to happen. I pray it's not. I think enough people, if you focus on the good, keep your spirits up, I do believe that they're listening. So, and they won't let it happen. These gangsters are running out of money, and they're going to try to stage something. So I think literally after we hit our fake print of next week, that's when I'm going to be looking heavily for a short position should the charts so dictate it. So obviously I'm going to look here on the daily for a move to indicate that it's wants to roll over. It won't be immediate, but it could fool everyone. If you measure the distance from this low right here up to here, it's about 95 points. You add that to the breakout point, you get something like, it depends on exactly where you put the breakout level at, it's somewhere between 1435 and 1440. Most people are calling for that. So why not go up, fall short of it? I've said this many times before. If you want to screw the most amount of people, the bears have done give up. They threw in the towel when this breakout comes. They're all getting ready to get long. The bears are. The bulls are already long, and they'll be wanting to get long on the dips. I think it's going to roll over after it hits that fake print around 1388, and this ADX line, it curls up. I think it's going to turn and take this negative line up, and this positive DI line is going to roll back down. You can see how it's up here at the 70 mark. I think it's going to roll back over. I know it's contrary to what a lot of other people are saying, but that's just what I think is going to happen. So, but as for Monday, I think we'll have a little bit of selling in the morning, and then we'll turn and go back up and close the day out positive. It's Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are the days that I'm going to be looking for. I'd like to see that fake print hit Monday. I really, really would. Or at least get up here 1375, 1380, and then do a pop on Tuesday morning. Hit that 1388, then sell off. Again, there's no guarantee that we will roll over right at the fake print. We've seen that from previously in the past. What is there's any new fake prints? Let's see. Pre-market quotes here. Let's see if there's any new ones. Anything out of the ordinary? Doesn't look like it. Well, it's not finished yet. We seen that in the past with the Dow, the DIA fake print. We went up to that print exactly, and we sold off for one day and turned and went back up higher. So there's no guarantee it will turn at that point. The only thing that seems to be guaranteed is the fake prints will be hit. Not that they are necessarily a turn in the market. I just suspect that it will be a turn in the market because of how high we already are and all the other evidence leading up to it, with the Legatus pilgrimage, the flash crash. Yeah, there's nothing here. Nothing out of the ordinary. So, but this was the print I was talking about. We did go up to it, and we waited on this print, waited until we finally went up to it, sold off for one day, and then kept on going. And then, of course, this one here is the newest one that we're waiting on, the 138.86, which is approximately 1388. And again, it did not happen on April 29th, so I speculated wrong on that. I thought maybe that the 429, the 4,290 on the volume, I thought maybe that indicated the 29th, but it was not. So no big deal. But I still believe we're going to hit the print. So back to the charts again. I'm looking for a little bit of down Monday, and it's probably just be a dip buying opportunity to go long. And I'm still waiting on that fake print to be hit. Once it's hit, I'm looking for the daily to roll over. And, you know, until that happens, I'm not getting overly excitedly bearish, but, you know, we could just keep it in mind that we could, by this Thursday or Friday, we could easily hit that print and roll over and have a flash crash. We really could. So I'm not predicting it, not forecasting it. I'm just throwing that out there for you to be aware that the Legatus pilgrimage just over with, or will be over with tomorrow, May the 2nd. You've got the anniversary of the flash crash. You've got the fake print. You have evidence pointing to it. You have overbought levels on many different charts. You've extreme readings of on various charts as well, extremely low VIX. All kinds of things point to it. So, you know, here's a perfect example. What everybody's looking for, 1440. Well, you know, we'll see if we get it or not. The weekly certainly is rolling up. It seems like it. So does it support it or not? I don't know. It's really indecisive in my book because it is pointing up, but it can roll back down at any time. You know, and it still does have a bearish cross, but it could easily roll back down at any time. And even though it's looking like it's ready to go positive, it could just as easily turn and put in a negative bar and do a flash crash, because we have seen that before. You know, you look back here in the past, and you can see instances here as it worked its way up and put one bar positive, and then it tanked, obviously. So, you know, there's no guarantee on that one as to when it's going to turn. So that's all I got for now, folks. You know, we'll just have to wait till we see what happens with Monday and see when we get to that fake print. We'll just have to look at the charts again. But right now, it's telling me we should at least break down a little bit on Monday, reset the charts, get out of this rising wedge, make a channel out of it, and run it back up. All right. So good luck, everyone. I'll see you on the blog.